We're back here on the Lynne Hayes Freeland Show. So we switch gears altogether from education to culture, so to speak. But it's actually culture at the August Wilson African American Cultural Center with Janis Burley Wilson, the president and CEO, and Valerie and Njie, Val and Njie from Delta Sigma Theta. So how does all this come together? And I should mention that Janis is also a member of Delta Sigma Theta. But this comes together in a great way that the whole community can get involved in. So let me see, Val, I'm going to start with you. Tell me what this collaboration is all about.
Okay, well, I am co-chair for Arts and Letters for Delta Sigma Theta. And so we usually focus on supporting the arts. Very, very involved with the arts, go to all of the, theater events, concerts, plays, that type of thing. So in April, when we needed to do our schedule for the year, we were pretty certain that the cultural district would not be functioning for a very long time. So we started thinking about how can we promote the arts? What can we do? And we came up with the idea that we should support the August Wilson Center. That's our cultural center. So we felt that like most arts organizations, they would be challenged this year. So we wanted to support them. And so we thought about, well, when we go to all these cultural events, it's not just Deltas, everyone is there. So we decided to have a challenge. And we decided to challenge all of the Divine Nine Greek organizations, a little friendly rivalry. And that's how we came up with the concept. And so it's similar to a day of giving, except it's a month of giving. And we decided to do it during Black History Month. So the idea is for each of the organizations to make an effort to raise funds for the August Wilson Center. And to build in a little extra measure of fund, we thought, well, it might be nice if you make a contribution around your founding year. Like AKs were founded in 1908. And so, you could contribute, maybe $1,980 or $19.80 or a month. And likewise with Delta, $19.13 a month or $1,913 or $19,000 or whatever,
Yeah, I was gonna say Janis would love that.
We'll take it all.
Or you could just round it up and donate, $500. We welcome any level of contribution. And so there are a lot of incentives built into it, but we also thought it's not just for Greeks. And that's why we really appreciate the fact that you have allowed us to do your show today, because we are encouraging the entire community to join us in supporting the August Wilson Center.
Janis,
website.
I was going to say, let me bring Janis in for just a second, because Janis, at the end of the day, this has been a tough year for all organizations, and certainly for the arts. We know the arts you haven't been, you've done a lot of virtual things. You've been on the show, but it's not the same as doing it in person. So when you get this kind of support directly from the community, it's got to feel good.
Yeah, it's amazing. And actually, in this past year, 2020, we had a lot of people that came forward and supported us in this really difficult time. As you said, Lynn, the arts have been hit tremendously hard. Small arts organizations, the large arts organizations, we're all suffering. In our case, the August Wilson African American Cultural Center is a highly utilized rental venue. There have been no rentals throughout the year. Sold any tickets to shows in person. So our earned revenue for the year of 2020 was basically wiped out due to COVID-19. This initiative is really was really welcome when Val and some of and Jennifer Burke came to me and said, we want to do this. I first of all said thank you, but I also think that it's really important for organizations like ours. You are a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority, sororities, fraternities, to come together and support, as Val said, our center. We have to, in order to sustain our arts organizations, our small businesses, we have to come together and do that. That's how we will sustain and continue to continue to do the level of programming that we're doing now. The
Mhm.
programming, the majority of it is free, but it still costs money to,
Sure.
right? So this is a really, it's exciting for me to, for the challenge, but also really, I'm just grateful that all of the organizations are coming together to support. And there will be benefits if you become a donor. There are benefits that go along with that, benefits to being a member. And depending on how much you donate, the benefits obviously
The
are
levels, right?
level of support. So yeah, it's a great time to come together and do that. And we have a matching sponsor. So we have a sponsor.
Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah, that's a big deal.
It's a big deal.
Okay.
So if someone gives $50, this donor is going to match that.
Okay.
Or
That's
more.
perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, any amount is
That's
welcome. $19.13 or $1,913, or as Val said, 19,000. I mean,
We heard that 19,000. Yeah, we
Right.
heard that.
Well, I mean, some people
But
are
yeah,
able
exactly.
to do that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But,
I just don't happen to be one of them. That's awesome. I don't want to run out of time. So
Sure.
folks can do this online. So give us the web information where they go online.
Yes, you would go to aacc-awc/ wait, I'm sorry, let me start over again. aacc-awc.org/support.
Okay.
That you can click that will take you right there. And even if you aren't a member of a sorority or a fraternity, you can still donate. And if you want to, you can still list a fraternity or sorority that your donation would be
Get credit for.
credited for. Right. So I will say right now, the AKAs and the Deltas are in a dead heat.
And it's not for $19.13 either.
Right. So
And
people are coming out to do
They're
this.
coming out. And Val, let
Yes.
me come back to you before we run out of time, because the Divine Nine, two things happened. In 2020, we saw how the Divine Nine comes together and works together, which is amazing, but we're also competitive. So, I mean, this is like a challenge for all of the sororities and all of the fraternities to show out and support the center, which I think is the best part about this.
And we'll be celebrating also. We've pushed our reception at the August Wilson Center to December. In December, we will have a celebration. There will be a plaque at the August Wilson Center on March 1st. The winner will be declared, and they'll have a plaque there with all the Divine Nine participants on it, with the winner at the top. And like I said, we are going to celebrate in December. That's when we're going to have the reception. We're going to encourage people to wear their paraphernalia, and it'll be some other fun things to do at that time.
There you go. Ladies, thanks so much for joining us. It's great. I got to go make some calls now, so we got to break that tie thing going on.
Well, I will tell you that the board chair of the August Wilson African American Cultural Center is an AKA. So
boom. That's all we need to hear.
Within the organization too.
Also, Lynn, if they don't remember the website, they could just log on to the August Wilson Center, and it's very user friendly. You'll be able to get there.
All right, ladies, thanks.
Okay,
I'll see you at the celebration.
All right, bye.
Closing thoughts in just a minute. Don't go away.
Okay.